Today, I'm going to show you guys what a race to the bottom looks like in real estate. So if you were living under a rock or you haven't seen how bad the condo situation is in Florida, I'm going to show you a news clip first of what's happening to all these people that live there. And then I'm going to show you a walkthrough on Zillow, and we're going to see how affordable it actually is. And if we're going to fact check them. So first of all, let's tune into the crisis that is going on and let the news from Fort Myers explain it. So I'll see you right on the other side.
Many condo owners in Southwest Florida are facing thousands of dollars in assessments, and some can't afford it.
There's a rush of people now putting their condos up for sale, and buyers seem to be shying away. NBC2's Dave Elias, who covers the insurance industry for us, is finding out what led up to this latest crisis.
Well, we've told you about the insurance crisis, but now there is a condo crisis brewing. In fact, more condos on the market right now in Florida than there have been in years. A couple of reasons. Places like the Foxmoor Lakes here in North Fort Myers are seeing special assessments added to their already high-priced insurance.
We just got an assessment for $2,450. It's a one-time assessment. It's due in August.
Kristen Moose and her neighbors now scrambling to come up with the extra cash.
It's very difficult because we didn't budget for this. We just paid, at the beginning of the year, we paid about $2,000 for flood insurance. And now we're hit with this assessment.
According to Realtors listings, more than 6,500 condos are on the market right now in just Lee and Collier counties, and more being added each day.
I hear from everybody, I can't afford it. I'm not going to be able to afford it in another year. And what happens if we get hit again?
This condo's been on the market more than 6 months.
We have about 1,000 additional condos compared to this time last year.
Okay, crazy, right? With this news stuff going on and the insurance and this whole crisis with condos collapsing and they gotta figure out how to be funded by the end of the year is putting stress on everybody. And so now what you got to do is you got to read the numbers. You got to be super wary. If you're going to buy a condo, I wouldn't touch a condo with a 10-foot pole, because you do not know if that condo is going to have a special assessment coming up, and you buy it today and they're saying, oh, there's no assessments coming up. And then on the next board meeting, they're going to make a special assessment for you or, for your association. And then you're going to be screwed. Oh my gosh. So let's jump into the numbers. I'm going to go to the computer real quick and we'll chat about the numbers, what we're seeing.
So now I want to share with you guys how we're going to price this out. So we're going to look at North Fort Myers. That was where the news article is at. And let's go check out some waterfront properties. So this is $380,000. So let's move this over here somehow. And let's check, $1 million views, built in 1963. Oh, so okay. So HOA is $849. Holy macaron. So let's go down here and see what else they say about this condo, because man, $10,000 annually. Holy smokes. So this must not be, this is probably not the exception. This is probably the rule. Holy shit, $1,400 HOA monthly. So, open concept, Florida living, yeah. Oh my goodness. If you're looking at so much construction, so much in fees, that is absolutely bananas. Yeah, you're not going to sell that for $570. You're probably not even going to sell it for $500. If you're going to look at that and see what the HOA is, and the HOA is $16,000. That is without any insurance or any assessments. Well, I don't know about the insurance. Who knows if they got a condo, if they got insurance with the condo already. But let's look at this one. That's for $700,000. Oh, same price. Almost. Oh my goodness. These HOAs are out of this world. $16,000 has HOA. No HOA fees. How is this legal? Let me know in the comments below. Has HOA no HOA fee? This is absolutely bananas. And there's now I just put in townhouse and apartments, and Oh my goodness. So let's look at this one. So this one is a more inlet. This is tree. This is more doable. But man, I don't think that that's doable for many people. Holy $5,000 has HOA, no HOA fee. What is up with all this no HOAs, but then they do have HOAs? Oh my goodness. Look at all these condos. Look at all these condos and townhouses. Holy macaroni. Let's look at this. This is a nice $900 a month. Almost $1,000 a month. So let's check it out. What, you get a bunch of amenities, condo, $12,000. Holy smokes. Holy smokes. The days of cheap Florida are over, baby. $700 in HOA. Oh my goodness. Who has the money? And this is just me randomly clicking through it, right? So, oh my gosh, $8,000 annually. And that's not even property taxes. So, oh my goodness. So hopefully there's a mortgage calculator. Estimated value, rent estimate. Oh gosh, they've been trying to sell this place since the beginning of the year. Price decrease, decrease, decrease. Oh my goodness. So let's optimize this payment. Percentage 20% down. Let's do credit score above. Calculate principal, taxes, homeowners associations. Oh my goodness, you're paying. And is that with insurance? Homeowners insurance? No, $150. That ain't right. That ain't right. HOA, is that even taken from the above? Let's see. Has this taken from the 705? Oh my goodness. Holy shit. Holy shit.
Okay, so now we saw what it takes to to buy one of these condos. So now I am looking at it like, holy macaroni. All of these places are going for hundreds of thousands of dollars, and their HOAs are also tens of thousands of dollars. The crazy part is that it is not just um that it's not just your mortgage payment. No, it's also that you pay up to $16,000 a year in HOAs dues. And I don't know if that HOA dues includes insurance on it. It must. I mean, it just must have insurance on it. If you know, let me know in the bottom, but it's not feasible. So people that are spending money right now and are trying to buy one of these condos are just asking to get their ass handed to them, because you cannot reliably buy a condo and go to sleep at night and not wake up in the morning and get screwed with a $10,000 to $20,000 assessment. So now what do? Well, you got to be super vigilant when you buy one. You need to get it in writing. You need to get everything in writing that there's going to be no dues in the next year or so, or you're going to sue that person that sold you the condo, that he has to come up with the money, right? But they're probably not going to do that. And the one thing I've learned in my real estate journey and law classes and everything else is, this was from my law professor. This is what he told me. He said, getting a judgment against anybody is the easiest part. Anybody can get a judgment against you, your family members, against your business. But guess what's hard? To collect. So you can get a judgment against them, but you can't collect. You could put a lien on their house, but then they might never sell. So it is no bueno. I'm telling you, you need to stay away from condos. So let's go back to the computer and run some actual numbers, what it will cost you to keep that house.
Okay, so we're back at the computer and we're going to run some numbers right now. So we're going to check this price right here. So this is $670,000. Yeah, it's a real nice condo. When we look at the pictures, it looks gorgeous. You know, nice little patio, looks all fly. So now we're going to look at the numbers. So if we're going to put a percentage down, 20%, and we're going to click 720 credit score, the monthly payment is going to be $5,357. I don't think that most people in Fort Myers can afford that. That is absolutely bananas. So 5,300. So now let's come here and say if we can rent something, right? So let's go to Zillow again and see if we can rent the same apartment for less money. Now that might be something smart, right? So let's click at rent and let's type in the address for rent and see what happens. So now this is it, right? 1900. So this is 5,357 to buy. And now let's look at how much it is to rent. Oh, it looks almost the same, doesn't it, huh? So you can buy this $2,500 cheaper than it is to rent. Same address, same spot, right? Partial ocean view, but you know, hey, for $2,500 and the down payment, so let's make here 0% because, or 1%, or 3 because that's what you know an FHA loan is. So let's see with the 3%. So then it's $6,000. So it is, my friends, it is half as expensive to rent as it is to own. And with the down payment, you already have 2 months worth of free rent. So just take that into consideration.
Okay, we just ran the numbers again from the computer, and they're shocking. It's just shocking to see how much you actually have to pony out in order to keep your condo, to buy one. And the thing is, with those condos, you do not know if the next crisis comes along, the next hurricane comes along, and those are going to be even more expensive. So there's too many unknowns. That is like buying a car with no warranty that you've never seen before, coming from a flood zone area that you know had floods, and they're just hiding it. And then they're going to be like, oh, it's a great car. What about Carfax? You don't need to know Carfax. You just need to buy the car. And now there's a race to the bottom because nobody wants to be holding the bag, just like in stocks and other stuff. Nobody wants to hold the bag. Nobody wants to be the last person owning it. They all want to unload it, make a profit, right? And pawn it on to the next guy and either buy something for cash or leave the area. When you saw me zooming in on all these condos that are for sale, you need to be hyper vigilant. And I would not recommend anybody buying one because Zillow's saying that you can rent that same house for a few $100s less than actually owning it. So why would anybody in their right mind buy it when you can actually rent it with no risk? And if a hurricane comes, just let it be the landlord's deal and you never have to worry about it. You can just tell them, hey, while you get the house fixed, let me be done with it. Call me when the house is fixed. And depending on your law and state, they might even need to put you up into a house, or they might need to put you up under into a hotel or whatnot, and you're just going your life. You just carry on with no worries. So And if you owned a condo and you got to pay out these hefty monthly payments, is it going to be worth it? Is it going to be worth it sitting at your friend's house telling, I'm an owner, I'm an owner? Is that going to be worth it for you to spend that much money when you can actually be renting and laughing to the bank, laughing it to the bank for every month? You're just laughing and you're saying, hey, I don't own this place. I have no attachment to it. If this whole place falls down, I'm gonna get my family out, my dogs, my belongings on the next hurricane, and I'm out. And then you just tell the landlord, sorry, I can't live there. So I'm stopped making the payments. Let it be your problem. And I don't know the repercussions of, you just walking away from your lease, but there's probably some sort of way where you can actually say, I'm done, and not have to pay these hefty prices while you're not living there because it got destroyed. But a race to the bottom is the worst position you ever want to be in. It's just like you want to do sales orders on stocks and the price is constantly dropping, so you need to leapfrog and underbid your competitors, so you can get the sale through before your neighbors do, because they're thinking about the same thing. And what's the differentiator? The price. And don't tell me, oh, this has a little bit nicer furniture, this is a little newer. In a race to the bottom, doubt that that's going to matter. But you guys let me know in the comments, and I will see you in the next video.